He's the youngest one.
Okay, ladies.
Stop by you.
การฝากของสิ่งแล้วการเอาแบบเจ้าแล้วการฝากของ
And unfortunately, whole huge areas of this complex are forbidden entry, so you can't get in and take a look.
And that was just transferred and brought and shipped into Cambodia from Egypt. And then they give it to the king in order to at that time. Because Cambodia is the one of the silver pagoda. Yes.
Well, here's one place you can go in. It's a place that houses the royal costumes. Let's take a look inside.
I just think their clothes are beautiful. They're so beautiful. And over here, these clothes are just stunning in gold. The royal family clothes. But over here, it's another thing that's really interesting. It shows you every day of the week are colors that the royal family wears, and a lot of very traditional people observe also. So for every day, and I'm wearing the wrong color, and I feel really badly that I didn't know, because I actually could have worn the right color. So you wear this color, dictated by the royal family and tradition. So every single day the royal family observes this as being very traditional people who want to show respect.
For the local staff and royal family, for the public, for the local people, you can see it starts on Sunday until Saturday.
What are these?
For wedding ceremony, they use for keep the holy water. They use for keep the holy water also. Here? Oh, we can.
Stops her.
That should not wait a long time.
Where are you from? Cambodia.
Like what I'm wearing. Some beautiful work. That piece is a bargain talking about. Thank you. Very beautiful. $100 good price.
So this is the Nan Khom River, and it's one of the ways to get into the city of Luang Prang here in Laos. And what you can do is just go across the bamboo bridge that is washed out whenever the river gets too high, so they reconstruct it all the time. And I think the actual walk down the pathway is probably a little bit more perilous than the walk across the river itself. So here we go. And first thing I think is just to grab on to the handrail and watch your step. And here we are at the bridge itself, and it's all made out of woven bamboo, which is pretty darn neat. Look at that. Beautiful craftsmanship even on the bridge itself. The footpath is woven from little slats of bamboo. And it is pretty solid, but as you walk across, there's a lot of give here. So that's a little disconcerting. But it's actually quite good and pretty safe and a pretty quick way across the river. Just a few more yards to go. Yeah, it was pretty good. And look at this to celebrate a little bit of silver garland. And of course you have to pay to get across the bridge. 5,000 kip, which is about 75 cents. Well, the trees are flowering here, and it's kind of idyllic, but in fact, this is the infamous Khmer Rouge S-21 prison, which was in the campus of a high school. And it was here that some of the worst atrocities of the Pol Pot nightmare happened. This was right in the middle of Phnom Penh, not out in the killing fields of the countryside. But here people were tortured, beaten, and killed by the thousands. And it's a memorial to all of those who died. And it's something to make us remember so that we should never forget. So the sign up there says, "The braid of barbed wires prevents the desperate victims from committing suicide." And this cell still has chains cemented to the floor. And here's another cell block. These are all made out of wood, these tiny little cubby hole of cells, honestly. Barely enough room to stretch out in. You know, to think that this was a school at one point, and it was used for the most horrible purposes in the end, is so incredibly tragic and horrific. You know, you look at a place like this and you wonder what Pol Pot's fanatics would have thought about what happened just a few short decades later. I mean, this place is now a tourist attraction, and young men and women who can read and write, you know, the idea that you could simply be put to death for the simple act of owning a pair of reading glasses made you fodder for their atrocities is totally unbelievable. That all of this has happened in such a short lifetime. And to begin to think that, you know, Auschwitz and all of those other horrible places are all part of the same stew and part of the same human mess. And it really makes you wonder how close we are to living at that edge. We're out of it now. I mean, what would they make of Phnom Penh, a modern Phnom Penh today, becoming more open to the rest of the world? And how close we are to maybe someday slipping back. It really is such a fine line between fanaticism and sensibility. It really makes you think. So this is a field which is absolutely littered with pits. where people were killed. And you can walk right through the middle of it.
So we just call south entrance. So there are the four different, different expression of a smiling Buddha. So it's representative to the four different state of mind. So that four is included compassion, sympathy, kindness, and calm. That's the four smiling faces.
Very nice.
Yeah, stand for.
I think
Then the building that we are watching now, it's called Bayan. So the Bayan, so which just means the powerful magic. And so Bayan is actually considering to the second beautiful temple in Angkor complex. And then also this is the last beautiful temple built in early 1181. Look at this family. They travel with ox cart, got the big wheel, they have the big basket, and pulling by here. The ox. Yeah. And then there are another some of the family they stay behind the ox.
and you have the troublesome monkey.
Yeah, some of them
come down
yes,
and steal
yeah,
things
some of
from the
them
family.
here.
I'm sure that's what they're up to.
Look at all the detail. It is absolutely amazing. You can see all the different warriors. But the whole wall in here is actually telling you about the military possession of the King Jayavarman VII. You can see a lot of the commander riding an elephant here, and also he had the mahout who know how to control the elephants. So we use a lot of elephants to pull all the stone from 80 kilometers here. With this awesome, and a beautiful lake and the flower at the bottom and here. So this is the part of the terrace of elephant. So the reason why the people call the terrace of elephant, because we found a lot of elephant figures along this wall. And then people call it terrace of elephants.
So why are they so many elephants here?
Okay, so this is here. It's considering to the big Angkor Thom stadium. where everybody used to play a game and showing all of different entertainments there.
But the elephants? Why elephants?
Why? Because a lot of people they have traveled from home on an elephant.
Wow. Okay. Finish here. Okay. And then maybe another shot. One more shot. It is a fish. Not really. Okay. Yeah.
You like that picture?
Just go and hide it here, right over here.
Did you like that, Gracey? What do you think?
He's so cute.
This is ongoing archaeological work going on here. They do this all the time. They're always doing work here.
Yes, they always work here. They start doing this from since early 2007, so until today. The local monk, we just put it here, and then everybody can come and worship and pray to the reclined Buddha here.
Where did they put it here?
So that we call a stairway to heaven. Step to heaven.
That's a staircase? It's too steep to be a staircase. Yeah, it's too steep to be a staircase. What are you saying?
I call it stairway to heaven.
So as a Cambodian, why is this place so important to you?
Because look at the building. I mean, Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat is there. You know, it's the main beautiful Cambodia treasure. That's why he's so important.
And I think it's a treasure to the world.
Okay.
You know.
Thank you.
So you should be very proud of this place. It's beautiful. It's Angkor Wat. So this is just absolutely total gridlock in Phnom Penh. I mean, we're stuck in the middle of traffic. My driver is trying to back up. This road is open. This one is entirely jammed. And this intersection is completely blocked up. As you can see, my driver is just absolutely giving up. We are now going in the opposite direction to where we want to go.
Ủa nhưng mà nó xa. Đó rồi. Còn đàn. Nó đau lên một cái.
And here we go, back on the road again. So now we've taken a series of side streets. We're essentially making a big loop and seem to have avoided the traffic, at least the worst of it, because there's traffic everywhere. But we've driven through half-paved streets, crammed little neighborhoods, and I can't tell you how really awful and dusty the air is. It's really hard to breathe. But anyway, we're getting back to the hotel. You know, you definitely get the sense that here, even more than North America perhaps, the motorcycles are the real freedom machines because, you know, you can just get up on them and go whenever you want to go and go wherever you want to go. And there are so many more of them than there are in North America. Practically no one obeys any traffic rules here, but in fact a lot of them do wear the helmets, unlike in some other cities here in Laos or Cambodia, so at least that's a good thing. But motorcycles certainly are the way to go.
Cho camera ra.
Did you see the fish in the river?